Hey boys, S'mores here, Bama. Here is the elk setup that y'all had for the seeding round. Just a simple torpedo down the fairway. The safer play here to be hit a 3-iron until you're more comfortable with the rollout of the 1-iron, and some people even use the old bird here. Safer play is to play 3-iron, which would be about 39%. I'm taking a 1-iron here. It's about 29% shot, and just missed it off to the left just a smidge. Really need to get to know, if you're going to do sticker shots, you really need to know your percentages and just go by tens and work your way up as far as stay on one club, work on that club until you're comfortable with it, then move up to different clubs or down to different clubs, wherever you want to start. But definitely get your percentages before you start trying those kind of shots. 2 is just it was a little bit deeper pin, so took the high loft driver. Had good weight, just didn't have the aim. So just tap in there. 3, if I'm not mistaken, I hit a sniper. No, I hit a jab. So I dropped down to a 3-iron here. Teed up to a high tee. Maybe drop it to a medium tee. Let me see here. No, left a high tee. So just moved about 3 or 4 clicks to the left of that shot guide there. And again, just a little bit more weight would have been probably perfect. Maybe a click back to the right. So clean through 3, off to 4. It was a longer look. Actually, take that back. Actually, it's just pretty. Well, it's a normal look. Let's not say it's anything difficult. Just consider hitting the torpedo there. I was afraid it wouldn't get past the rough, so I just hit a maniac to play safe. If you have looks where you can go and you're clear of the rough about 20-30 yards, it's better to hit a torpedo, and they're not as expensive as the maniacs balls are. Here I just try to kind of curve it around this tree line, try to get that indicator as close to that red as you can, as you're comfortable with. Put a little bit of cut on it. I might just ride a B and go all the way back around closer to 3. You'll go around the tree line and it'll come back towards the hole. That hole really wasn't accessible to attempt to hole out, because if you play with that too much, you'll be in the water and you'll be dropping shots. So just always make sure you're playing it safe enough to where if you do want to attack, you're not putting yourself in danger of losing shots here. Perfect example here. You can hit the 310 with the high loft driver and like a medium tee and be fine with a jab, and it'll land softer and not roll out as far. I kind of got a little aggressive here. Wanted to try to make this. So I didn't put any tee on it and see how far that rolls out. Like it rolled out 20 yards probably, if not more. So just missed that by a click or 2. Here, I'm pretty sure I hit a 6 wood. Yes, and just the super fun ball. I moved a couple clicks to the left. Shot guide moved to the left there. Definitely use the shot guide as an aid for your lining up. But this hole plays crazy longer than you think it does. So if the wind's ever in your face, you need to at least add a club. Even if the wind's going out like that, I get backed up, 10, 12 yards. So make sure you have enough club to get past the hole if you're going to use the orbits to get it to come back towards you. I just hit a sniper here just to be safe. You don't want to go too far into that rough there, especially into the snow. You've got no chance to get there without a ranger, and you can't stop it if the wind is out like it is currently. Yeah, just a jab here. It's 278, so it is probably about 97-98%. Another one of those shots that you need to make sure you get there if you're short and right. So I had a shitty swipe there, but I just barely made it. The weight was good. make sure you get to the green on these jab shots, because if you end up short, it's going to bounce back or kick back towards the rough or towards the sand, and that's where trouble awaits you. So normal shot here is a 9 wood. This pin was a lot further back, so I had to trust that your 7 wood will get over that hill. It was like 94, 95%, I think. I think I was a little bit deep too, if I remember correctly. See, the 7, yeah, this is the one I put in the trees, because I put people out to the left. I forgot that tree's even there, because you don't ever play near that tree normally. So yeah, that was a tough look. It was too deep for the 9 wood to clear, and I hit the mountain. It was tucked and long, so it's a real tough look there. Super elevated here, so it's really almost an unmakeable shot, but just missed it off to the left. So got the shot there. Nine's always a tough shot for me, especially when the pin's tight, because you really don't want to underhit this. And you're playing full wind going to a really downhill lie, a downhill green. Hard to play the wind right. And I played that, I thought, pretty well, but still ends up being about 30 feet past. So there's the front. One worse, not great, and had a lot of good shots at it, but just didn't get anything lined up properly. And we'll go to the back. All right, off to the back we go. A longer look here, but this will always clear. As long as your indicator gets you into the fairway, even if it's barely into the fairway, make sure you aim far enough to the right. It'll bounce just like that. You'll be perfectly safe right there in that first cut of rough. Even if it's in the second cut, it's a Ranger or a higher lofted wood with a jab. So I think I end up going with the jab here. I think it ends up being short, if memory serves. I didn't hit it full. I don't think it would have mattered either way. No, another percent would have mattered. So that was probably going to be a 7 wood there. But the driver does get there. Again, if the indicator is in the fairway, you can reach that with a driver. Make sure you hit it with the medium tee though, on 10. Get a high tee, you'll get up in that wind and it may not make it, but definitely hit the low tee. Here I didn't play this really well at all. You need to be at the end of that top fairway. Do not ever go to the bottom fairway. There's no reason to ever go into the bottom fairway. Stay up top where the elevation's equal, and just take your best shot at it. And I took just a naked ball there. Give it a pretty good run. Just make the putt. But always stay in that top fairway so your elevation is not, a huge difference. You're hitting way uphill if you go down to the other fairway. I mean, there's a rare occasion where you kind of, or you're forced to go down there, but it's literally 1 out of every 100. So it's nothing you should be worried about. 12, got a little aggressive here and shouldn't have. I didn't hit this nowhere near hard enough and left it short. But again, if you're going to hit a orbits, make sure you have enough power to get it 15, 20 feet past the pin. You can see I threw a little hissy fit there. Got pissed because I didn't hit it hard enough in the first shot. So make sure you hit it enough past the hole, especially on those uphill greens and flat greens, so the ball has a chance to come back and go into the hole. Downhill greens, you can hit it equal and it won't back up a whole lot. But the flats and the uphill greens, please make sure you hit it far enough. Or if you do hit the orbits, it'll come back and not go off the front of the green. 13, always play up here, never go anywhere else. It's usually a 3 or 4 wood. Occasionally it's a high loft driver with a jab, but always end up here. 292 to the pin. It's going to run out another 10, 12 yards once it hits the green. So always club down a little bit. I club down like 5% here, 6%, excuse me. I still went past about 10 foot. So, I probably even took another percent off of that if I needed to. All right, 14, just kind of lay up here in the fairway. And that pin's kind of tucked. There's no real reason to attack and go any further down the fairway. If you want to go another 10, 15 yards down the fairway, you could have and hit a 9 wood, but I'm just as comfortable hitting the 7 wood as I am the 9. Again, another tricky uphill. Like it looks pretty even as far as elevation, but it plays about 10 yards uphill. So make sure you get it past that bunker, and that was a pretty nice shot there. On to 15, this is usually a tough hole, almost on all looks about. I teed back and decided to go over. Pretty sure I decided to go over here. Or did I go around? I played so many damn rounds, I don't know what I did where. So I ended up going around here. There's a little slight curve here, slight cut with the orbits. Again, see, it's the downhill lie, and it still comes back, a little bit, even on the downhill green slopes. So make sure you have enough club to get it around the green, so you give yourself a chance to make it. All right, 16 here. Again, kind of like every other hole, you have to land it up here. There's really no other way to go. Arcade, you can go down to that left side of that rough there and have a cut through the other side of the mountain where that snowdrift is, that skinny snowdrift from the left, but it's not really playable in the mobile. So really the landing area is here and here only. I decided to play full wind here. Normally you can play a jab, but with that very front pin, there's no way to make it with a jab. So I decided to try to make it with a grabber. Hit it a little bit too hard, I think. Yeah, landed about 10 yards too far. It comes back a good bit with the grabber there. But simple putt. A lot of people had problems here, I noticed. That pin, you've got no shot of making that. The only thing you can do, put your jab on there, aim a little bit to the right. I don't think I even moved the tee. Yeah, I just hit it. Because the wind's going to move at 4 miles an hour anyway. There's no reason to go for that. Aim for the center of the green. Or a little bit that lower center. But bounce right there. Come straight back. It's a little bit more, it's a longer putt. But you're not shooting for bogey. You're not shooting for triple bogey. Play it safe. There's no reason to try to play all that wind and hit a sniper there. It's just play it safe. Have a putt. If you miss the putt, maybe it'll stay up for par, but at least give yourself a chance for birdie if you go jab and play safe. Here, it's just a full driver high tee, a little cut to counteract that wind, and it carried about 322. I think it was 323, so you got plenty of club there. Easier putt. And that's what it is for those 18. Be back with the other one later today.